When it comes to fishing events, there's one that stands out above all others. There's excitement, there's drama, there's exhilaration, and there are tears too, because this is one of the most exciting spectacles in the whole world of fishing. I'm in Holland, and this is the World Predator Classic. I'm in the wonderfully historic town of Hellevoetsluis in Holland, and every year Europe's top predator anglers descend upon this very, very place. But they've only got one thing on their mind, and that is to be crowned king of the World Predator Classic. Over the last 6 years, the World Predator Classic has become the premier predator event across the whole of Europe. In fact, all the top anglers and all the top manufacturers want to be part of the action. And through that last 6 years, some brilliant names and some awesome anglers have put their names in the history book. In 2014, it was the Belgian-Dutch pairing of Luc Coppens and Jeremy Staveman that took glory. They did it again in 2015, making history with back-to-back wins. 2016 saw the Flying Finns Markku Tuisinen and Antti Attila take the glory. And then the Germans took over in 2017 with Dustin Schoner and Johannes Dietl crowned kings. 2018 saw the Germans again holding on to the crown, this time with Enrico de Ventura and Frank Buschmeyer. The big question now though is who has got what it takes to win in 2019. This event is action-packed and drama-filled. There's twists and turns, heartbreak and joy.
Yeah, this event is awesome. And you need to be at the top of your game to win this.
Yeah, I think it's the most international event we have in the European angling scene. So it's a matter of heart for us to be part of this show. Huh?
This is not for free. I mean, you have to be good. You have to earn it, definitely.
Well, as much as this is a really competitive event, there is a fantastic social side to it as well. Remember, anglers come from all over Europe, descending upon this area at this time of year for this competition. This is the captain's dinner. This is where all of the crews, all of the marshals, all of the sponsors all get together, talk about some of the tips, tactics and things that they're going to be doing over the next few days. It's a really lovely occasion, and this is what the guys have got to say about it.
Listen, Rob, I just arrived overwhelmed to see all these people. We're beyond excited to see all of our friends and family here again at the WPC.
It's very competitive, but it is very much a family atmosphere. Everybody gets on very well with each other, don't they?
Completely true, but out on the water, who knows what will happen?
Absolutely.
So all bets are off.
Very excited about it because, of course, there's a lot of pressure weighing on our shoulders. But in the end, we are still like competition fishermen, and we love it. And I think we've had a okay practice period, so we are ready, I think.
It's all the time so excitement to come here and see all the folks and people and meet these guys. It's, I'm not too sure which I like more, you know, the event or fishing. Even though when you get fish, like last year we were extremely lucky, so of course that's a blast. But fishing is fishing.
Well, I've got the man that is the brains behind this event, tournament founder Ross Honey. Ross, it is a magnificent occasion, this, isn't it?
It really is. It's so exciting to see all these anglers actually congregating for this special occasion. It really is. This is the time that they get to chill out a bit, really before it gets serious on the starting line on Wednesday when the fishing starts.
You know, it's such a fast and furious event as well. It's always full of excitement. It is the Formula One of fishing, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, when you see the actual starting line, the horsepower that's actually on the start line, and see these boats roar off in all sorts of different directions, it really is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and they do go, and they've gone.
Well, 6 years. You've got to be proud of that achievement, but there is more things to come in the future, isn't there?
Yeah. Absolutely, and we are really at such an exciting point in terms of what we're doing. I mean, the idea has always been to actually develop and grow the World Predator Classic, to create a European team to actually go to America and actually compete against the very best America's got in a Ryder Cup style format. And this year, it's about to happen.
We just cannot wait to welcome you to our shores, to have this done right, and welcome you basically to your Bass Pro home.
Tech talk now, and we're going to look at a few things that have a really big effect on the event itself. We're behind the scenes now, we're in the marina. The event doesn't start until tomorrow, but there is quite a lot going on. Now, just like in any form of motorsport, before you can take your vehicle, or in this case your boat, out onto the water, it has to go through scrutineering. There are certain things that it has to have on it. There are certain rules that you have to follow before you're allowed out. And behind me here is the head marshal, Gary Palmer, who's just about to do a boat check. So Gary, why is a boat check important and what happens through scrutineering?
One of the main things that we have to look at with this competition is the water that we're fishing it on. This isn't some local small lake. It's a large lake. The competition area is over 37, 38 kilometres in length. When you're out there, we've got all sorts of ships, vessels, cargo boats, everything. So because of that, we have to make double certain that everybody has got all the necessary safety equipment. So we check through everything: life jackets, fire extinguisher, tow ropes, bailers, emergency acoustic devices so people can hear where they are. Once everything is checked off, and only once everything is checked off, we then attach one of these boat check certificates to the boat. The boat cannot leave the marina without having that on it. So we know that they have got all the correct and necessary safety equipment that they need on the boat. We do this once at the beginning. Once we've done that at the beginning, we then do a quick check each morning before the boats go out. One of our marshals then gets on the boat and checks in all the compartments and double checks the boat in case there's anything on there that shouldn't be, i.e. dead baits, boxes of worms or anything else. So what we're doing is we're ensuring that the competitors are safe and that they're complying with the Dutch law and that they comply with everything from our side as well.
Let's have a little look at the history of the area, because Hellevoetsluis has had a long connection with water. In fact, going back to Roman times, when the first settlers came here, they understood the importance of this magnificent piece of water in front of us. You can see by the side of me here a cannon too, and these cannons protected the entrance to the old historic base for the Dutch naval fleet. It goes back 300 years when this town was fortified. A moat was dug around it and it became the centre for the Dutch Navy. Now, through the years, water has played a really important part with the history and development of this town, more particularly these days because of tourism and the fishing in the area. It is just absolutely brilliant. There are fantastic predators here, pike, zander and perch, and they are the target. It's a really interesting area too. Apart from the history, with obviously the cannons and the beautiful town, it's a mix of old and new. We've got old Dutch sloops and sailing boats next door to very modern, bright, fast machinery. Believe me, over the next few days, the sound of high-octane, serious horsepower is going to be echoing around these waters because it's World Predator Classic time. It's an absolutely fantastic occasion, this. The fishing's going to be quite tough with the conditions as they are, but what a beautiful setting for a magnificent event. Well, race day and competition day starts tomorrow, but there's one more thing that the competitors have got to do before they get to the start of the race, and that is the celebration parade today. Yes, we're in the middle of Hellevoetsluis again, and through this historic channel going down to the old harbour, all of the boats will parade down, flags up, engines up, spraying water everywhere. They run down through the middle of the town in front of all the crowds, turn around and go back up again. There will be more horsepower within this small area of water in about 5 minutes time than you will see anywhere on Earth. This is really impressive and a great celebration. And here it is, the boats of the 2019 World Predator Classic form up as they come through the canal in the centre of Hellevoetsluis. Propped up spraying water, you can see one or two of the mischievous Mercury boats at the top end up there spraying each other, and this is where the fun and games begin. There is an awful lot of horsepower in this area at the moment. And there we have a big spray from that nitro. They do pop up a fair amount of water, these things, and 13 different nations, 50 different boats here from all over Europe competing for that fantastic title, the amazing prize, and also a place in the history books and a place on the European team over in America.